all attendees to hear you. This system will notify you once you begin your broadcast. The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Good evening, everyone. Hope everyone able to hear me. Hope all the participants able to hear me. Yeah, thank you. So in today's session, we're going to start with core data services. So is my voice clear for everyone, or is it because I get a message? Some of the participants not able to hear me. Is my voice clear? Okay, thank you. So today we are going to see introduction to core data services. So what is SAP HANA core data services? In SAP HANA, we have something called Access Engine. What is Access Engine? Access Engine is nothing but lightweight web application server, which is inside the SAP HANA. HANA is known as an application platform. So let me log into system. Let me log into system. I'm logging into HANA Studio. Click OK. So once you click OK, so now what we have to do is, first of all, you need to install ABAP perspective. So we need to install the ABAP perspective. So in order to install the ABAP perspective, so here once you click on this icon, so here you should have the ABAP perspective. So how do you get this ABAP perspective? Now in order to get this ABAP perspective, we need to click on help, click on install new software, and here you have download Eclipse. So once you select this download Eclipse, so this is the link. Once you click on this link, so here you see something called pending. So basically it will show you different plugins. So let us wait to see the plugins. So you need to select. So these are the different plugins that you have. So these are the different plugins that you can see over here. So we need to select the appropriate plugins in the Eclipse environment. So once you select this, so this is the link. I'll just copy paste this link. So here you have https://tools.hana.ondemand.com. So once you enter this, select SAP HANA Development Tools for NetWeaver, Modeling Tools. So you're not able to hear me because I just got a message, participants not able to hear me. Everything is okay from my side? Okay, so here you need to select ABAP platform, Modeling Tools for BW powered by SAP HANA, SAP HANA Cloud Platform Tools, SAP HANA Tools, UI Development Click for HTML5, SAP Identity Management Tools. So all these are different tools that you have. So once you select them, click Next. So once you click Next, now it is calculating the requirement and dependencies. So you need to select all of them. So it is taking some time. So once you get this, so we need to keep the installation the same. So basically you get all this, so you'll be upgraded on downgrade. So basically you get all these tools and click next. Once you click next, so here there are review these items to be installed. So above code development tools, so all these are different BW related tools. Then here you have something called BW tools integrated with SAP HANA Studio, cloud platform. So once you select, click next, and then here you have something called accept terms of license agreement, and then click finish. So once you hit finish, then here you can see at the bottom installing software. So these plugins need to be installed before you start core data services. So it's installed in the software. 20% is complete. It's installed in the software. Just give me some more time. It's just installing this. So once this is done, so it's asking to restart HANA Studio. Click yes. Let us restart the HANA Studio. Okay, so I'll just paste the link. 1 minute. I'll just paste the link for the participants. So I paste the link in the chat box. So link is in the chat box. So that's the link to use. So from there you can install all these plugins. So once you basically install these plugins, now you click on this plus icon. So once you click on the plus icon, here you would see ABAP connectivity, ABAP profiling, BW modeling. So all these are different things that you can see over here. So once this is complete, then let us start introduction to what is CDS in SAP HANA. A view is nothing but a virtual table based on dynamic results written in response to SQL statements. In SAP HANA, by using SAP Access Engine. So if you go to the HANA Studio, so let's log into system. Let us double click on the system. Click on landscape. And once you click on landscape, here you see there is something called Access Engine. So in SAP HANA Extended Application Services, Access Engine is nothing but it is Extended Application Services. By using it enables us to use a CDS syntax to create database views as a design time file in the repository. So what is Access Engine inside SAP HANA? SAP Access stands for SAP HANA Extended Application Services. It is also referred as Access Engine, or also it is known as Access. The main idea of SAP HANA Access is to use the application services inside the SAP HANA. So what is the main use? It is nothing but an application server which is embedded inside SAP HANA. It's nothing but we call it as web application server. Now let us see an exercise on how to develop CDS views based on ABAP platform. How to develop a CDS views on ABAP platform. So let me show you one exercise. So let us log into system. So client is 800, username is best, password is W capital welcome 123. Let me delete the existing ones. I shall show you from scratch how to add this workbench. Okay, so let us start. So click File, click New, click on SAP ABAP project, double click on S4HANA 1610 edition, click Next. So now once you add this, so here you can see local objects, favorite packages, and system library. Let us add package. So let us add Jet MSK package. Click New, and then click on Other ABAP repository objects, and expand Code Data Services. Select Data Definition. Let's give a name. So let us give a name for this. I'm just creating a sample example. So let us give the description. So we are creating a data definition. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to create. So we're creating DDL. So click next. So select the request and click finish. So this is the definition view. So here it is basically showing you the simple projection view with one data source. So here it is showing you, once click finish. So once you click finish, so here you need to specify the data source name is nothing but the table name. So we need to specify the data source name, nothing but the, so what is the data source over here? The data source is nothing but table name. So provide the table name. So here I'm taking the table name as SCARR and click OK. So enter control space and then select columns now. So these are the different columns. The career ID is one column. It's the key in the table. It displays the data type, the length of each column. Now let us select the other column. I'm selecting the currency code column. Let us select the currency code column. So I'm just trying to select all the columns required. I'm giving the airline URL. So provide the airline URL. So let us give a name for this. I'm trying to give it the name for the SQL view name. So Jet KSIA airline. So let us copy this. One minute, the system got hung. 1 minute. System is hung. here, so until now what I've done here is I'm selecting the required columns. So once you expand package, then we selected columns like carrier ID, currency code, and airline URL. So once you select these columns, the next thing is we need to expand the package. Oh, first let's click save. Let's save. Click on activate. Expand the best schema. Expand code data services. Expand the data definition. So these are the different data definition objects. I'm just trying to see why this object is not available. I'm just trying to, 1 minute, I'm just trying to see why this object is not available. So actually, once you define this, so you'll be able to see something like this. So right click on this, right click on this object and click open with and click data preview. So once you hit on data preview, you should be able to see something like this. So what is the ID? So basically here we selected, in this case what we have done is we selected all the required objects. What is the carrier ID? What is the ID of the airline? And once you selected the ID of the airline, so here it is trying to show you what is the airline URL. So these are different objects I already created in the past. So this is This is the other object. So let me show you one more exercise. Based on this. So let me repeat this exercise. So how do you CDS view? Select ABAP, click OK. Click File, New, Project, Expand. Select Data Definition. Let's provide a name, provide the description, click Next. I'm selecting the view. I'm just trying to select columns over here. I'm selecting the required columns.
Sir, this is site analysis. Sir, do you know, sir, when in the market analysis? Hello, sir, can you listen, sir? Okay, sir, technical analysis, technical cover. Technical. Functional coding, we do basic cover. Um,
Okay, what I'll do is little confused over here. So tomorrow I will show you the same exercise. Today I'm facing some problem. We'll see smart data access. I'll just try to see once again. I'll just try to look once again into this exercise. Tomorrow I will show you this exercise. So let us see smart data access. Smart data access, smart data quality. I'll show you smart data quality now. Let us see smart data quality and smart data integration. So I'm logging into remote desktop. Let us log into HANA Studio. I already installed the plugins for smart data integration and smart data quality. So we'll see how we can use the smart data integration and smart data quality. So click on the plugin, click on SAP HANA development. So let us access Smart Data Access connection. So I would like to use some of the tables for Smart Data Access. So these are all different schemas. All these are different schemas. Expand best schema. Let us add as virtual table. So let us select best 1, 2, 3 and click create. Now the virtual table SAP HANA, so this is the connection. Now that is added to the best 1, 2, 3 schema and click OK. Now let us go to the schema. Expand best 1, 2, 3, expand tables. So here you see the virtual table. Right click on the table, click open content. So this is the data inside the table. Let us copy this. Click on open SQL console and let us select star. So we are able to see the entire data of the K1 table. So I'm restricting a client to 800. So once we are able to access data from the table, now let us go to the smart data quality. So I'll try to access this table in smart data quality. So let us go to the HANA development. Click on access project. So select the repository package, SAP project. So now we add the default repository. So this is the default repository workspace. So once you click finish, so here we can see SAP project. So once you expand SAP project, expand HANA system library, click new, click on other, expand SAP HANA, expand SAP HANA database development, click on, so this is nothing but flow graph model. So I'm going to create a flow graph model. Give the name for the file. Let's give the name for the file. Provide the name as cleanse and click on flow graph for activate as a task plan. So here I'm giving the file name as cleanse and automatically the system will take .hdb flow graph. So that is the extension. So extension is HDB flow graph. Click finish. So once you click finish, now this is called as work area. So on the top you can see the work area. So now we are inside SAP HANA development in the HANA Studio. This is similar to data services. So once you enter into the cleanse flow graph, so this is nothing but the work area. So here you can see in the palette area, the palettes, at the palette area you can see data source, data shrink, aggregation, filter, join, sort, union, procedure and ALF functions. And you also have something called predictive analytics library. In the predictive analytics library you have different cleansing, clustering. So all these are different statistics related objects. And business function library. So these are all different business function libraries. And at the bottom you find data provisioning. So in the data provisioning you can see a date generation, row generation, case, pivot, reverse pivot, lookup, cleanse, geospatial analysis, table comparison, map operation, history preservation. So these three things are basically for, there's a concept called CDC, change data capture. So whenever you want to capture change for master data, in order to preserve history of previous images, we use history preservation. Map operation is used to identify and indicate what are the changes. Table comparison is used to compare source with the target table. It compares source with the target table and produce the change. And this is nothing but basic lens, similar to basic lens. This is geospatial analysis. Lookup, you want to pivot, so case, row generation, generate rows and date gen. So these are all different that we already seen in the data services workbench. So what is the difference between data services workbench and smart data quality? The difference is whatever the objects that you execute over here, these execute inside native HANA. They use the in-memory platform and hence they execute very fast. So all these are executed inside native HANA. So let me show you how we can create one flow. One end-to-end flow I'll show you how we can create. So let me show you now. So let us drag and drop data source, enter the table name, select employee from best schema and click OK. So this is nothing but the data source. So target schema is best. Select data provisioning, select cleanse transform, drag and drop the cleanse transform. Now we need to link data with the cleanse transform. So once you link to the cleanse, select the cleanse, click properties, so let us apply some rules. So I'm just trying to apply some rules based on name, output fields, so where gender exists is true, and the title, so it is English, United States and Canada. So these are the cleanse properties I have already applied. So once this is done, let us drag and drop template table, link to the template table, so I'm giving the catalog object, the target table name, let us perform the mapping. So here is the mapping executed by system. So this is the source and that is the target. So here in the source you have employee ID, date, name, and it's mapped to the target system. Click save, click save, click activate, activate the object. So once you click finish, 1 minute, I'm just selecting the package. It's refreshing the list. One minute. So let me log in once again. Click OK. So let us give the file name. So once you click finish, select the target schema. Let us drag and drop data source. Select the table. Click on data provisioning, and then here you can use different nodes. Let us take template table. So we'll just take the template table. So data source here. So let's take template table, and we need to link this template table to the target. So here you can see the mapping. So give the schema and the target table name. So click on mappings. So this is the source and this is the target. So once you're able to map, and finally let us check this. So once you check, activate all these objects. So add to the default workspace. Let us add to the name of the package and click OK. Select the request and click finish. So once you click finish, the object is activated. Once the object is activated, let us click execute. So let us click on the execute on the right hand side. So here is the job, execute in SQL. So once you execute in SQL, so here we can see activation is completed successfully, and then finally click execute. So once you execute, click on execute. So let us go to the cleanse one. So let's go back to HANA modeler. In the HANA modeler, once you expand, right click on catalog, find table. So this is the table, show content, and click OK. So data from source is transferred to the target table. So like this, here you can do different cleansing activities. So here we just transferred source table to the target table. So you can do a table comparison. Suppose say you want to insert a case node. So inside the case node, if you try to take table, so if you take, for example, article, click on data source. So here we are, right click on this table, click on properties. So once you hit on the properties, so here you can see the properties of the object. So this is the source table. So the authoring schema is best, and this is the catalog object. So these are the columns inside this table. So all these are different columns inside this table. Now we need to link this to case, link to case node. So once you link to the case node, we need to apply the case. So let's give different conditions here. So you can add different conditions to this case. And once you provide the input to case, so this is the input of the case. So you can add different case statements and finally add to the target table. So this is the source and this is the target. So all these are from source. So let me show you once again. Just trying to find a table here. Let's select the join condition. So let us link to input and data source to input 2. So what columns you want to select based on the join condition. So here you have a different column. So MA and DT, SPRT. So this is the second column. So in the general tab you have name. So what is the table type? So here it shows all the columns. So once you click on the output, so in the output we need to select what columns you require. So let's click SPRT and B text. So let's remove unwanted columns. So let us remove the columns which are not required. And finally, you need to link to the target table, nothing but the template table. So link output to the target. So once you link output to the target, so you'll find so MA and DT to SPRT. So these are the two columns I'm taking to the output. So same based on this join condition. So in the join condition, so MA and DT you're taking to the target. So I don't require, so I'll just remove this column. I only require SPRT. I'm just trying to select the output columns. And finally in the template table, so let us select the authoring schema as best. The column name is join underscore table for distribution channels. So select the key attribute, SPRT is the key attribute. If you want, you can provide the name. So here you have, let's add all these columns. So let us add them to target. Okay, target column. I'm just trying to add to target. Here I think we don't have an option to add to the target. Just I'm finding out, normally in data services design we have to add to target. So you anyone know any option to add to the target? I'm just trying to find out how to add to the target. So here we need to give the key attribute. Catalog object is best underscore join. Authoring schema is best. And the data layout, whether you can take it as a column or a row. And once this is done, click save. And here you can click execute in SQL editor or open in SQL editor. So let's click on execute in SQL editor. So let's click on activate all SAP HANA objects. Select the request, click finish. Let us go to the properties. So here it seems MN DT length is 0. So let us once cross check over here. Okay, what I'll do is I'll try to show you the output tomorrow. Just today, for the first time, I'm using this package. First time I'm using this package, so I'll try to figure out tomorrow. In tomorrow's session, I'll try to show you once again. So is that okay with everyone? I'll just try to show you tomorrow. Just try to figure out how I can use this. So I'll just try to see, because first time I'm installing this. So I'll take some time, because first time I'm using this HDB flow graphs. So I'll see you tomorrow about the SDQ. Thank you so much. I'll show you tomorrow. Tomorrow I'll show you how we can use this. So because this is a new concept over here, so I have little confusion to use the interface. I'll show you tomorrow. Thank you so much.